monkeys.
Yo, what is good, everybody? It's your boy Golden Falls Golden, what if, whatever you want to call me, and I am back with, finally, with What If Deku Had a Wolf Quirk Part 3. If you enjoy, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment, all those things. All of it helps the algorithm, all of it helps me grow, and I appreciate it all at the end of the day. And yeah, I'm not going to waste any more of your time, really. I just want to say that we are currently about to start the Azuku Midoriya versus Katsuki Bakugo match. And yeah, that's where we're going to be. That's where we last left off. So let's just get right into it. Let's get it. Azuku stays in his human state and Bakugo comes charging in. He begins blasting around Azuku, knowing that the fight needs to stay at his range. Azuku notices what he's trying to do and forces the action, taking a hit from his explosion but grabbing his arm, slamming him to the ground. But before he can actually hit the ground though, Bakugo blasts Azuku in the face. Midoriya staggers back and looks toward Bakugo with a burn mark covering his face. You messed up now. Azuku transforms into his wolf state, but this time it's different. He's actually standing on two legs. He charges in, kicking Bakugo, as if he's in some werewolf state, and his speed is insane. And Bakugo is confused, thinking to himself, how is he so nimble in that state? What he remembers is that his normal wolf form is a little bit more clunky. Well, what Bakugo didn't know is that Azuku has been basically working on this for a while. In terms of power, it is weaker than his normal wolf form, but in terms of mobility and combat in 1v1 battles, it's better. Azuku begins beating on Bakugo pretty badly, with insane speed and combat mobility, but when he pushes him to the edge, Midoriya swings, punching Bakugo in the gut, and basically trying to knock him out. But with all the willpower left, Bakugo swallows his pride and flips him and blasts him out of bounds. Bakugo is deemed the winner, and Azuku, well, he's pretty unscathed, being that his resistance to a lot of things are pretty high. I mean, he did get bullied by Bakugo and blasted all the time, right? And his quirk, I mean, wolves in general aren't fragile, basically. Wow, Bakugo. This is definitely unexpected. For you to make the one call to ring me out, that's interesting. Bakugo scoffs and is pretty mad that he had to win like that, and even deep down he knows that, I mean, he's still kind of outclassed in terms of an actual 1v1 against Azuku. The next fight is announced and it's Todoroki and Luna, so they both head out. Todoroki talks about it's not gonna be easy, and he's not going easy on her, and she just smiles and transforms as the fight begins. No way. Did she really? What everyone else didn't realize is that Luna was actually transformed into her lunar wolf form. Azuku stands there shocked, but excited at the same time to see his friend surpass what she believed to be her own limits. He cheers her on, and basically as she begins to use one of her powers. As a lunar wolf, she can basically make the opponent see things that aren't actually there. Even see their worst fears if she so chooses. To the audience, Todoroki just freezes, and Luna kicks him out of the stage. Azuku has the biggest smile on his face as she looks towards him with a thumbs up and a celebration. The next fight is announced to be Todoroki versus Midoriya, but it is said that Todoroki will basically not be well enough to compete, so he had to forfeit. The final battle for the winner of the festival will be Bakugo versus Luna. Before they start, they are given 10 minutes for a break, and Azuku runs down to talk to Luna. Hey, that was amazing. You went into that form without it even being nighttime. She thanks him for his excitement, but asks why he didn't just finish the fight with Bakugo, and that she knows he could have won. Azuku kind of chuckles at the response. I didn't need to win, Luna. I've proved enough to myself. She starts punching him lightly, saying that he really took this as a training session. Yeah, sorry, but you go out and win. Show everyone how strong you are. Azuku starts walking away, and she stops him. No, I'm gonna show myself how strong I am. She smiles, and Azuku smiles back, and she walks up to the stands to the fight. Soon after, the fight begins. Luna transforms and Bakugo charges forward, but she's able to dodge the attack, and she begins to show Bakugo basically black smoke surrounding him. But the audience obviously can't see this. It's just him. And Azuku knows exactly what's happening. What the hell is happening? Bakugo, says in complete confusion. Bakugo then gets kicked, and then hit again, and then again. He can't react and has no clue where he is until the smoke clears and he sees he's outside the stage. Luna is the winner! She celebrates and Azuku runs down to celebrate with her as well, and Bakugo just walks by, and in his own little way he sorta calls it a good fight. All Might then hands out all the medals to the contestants, and the UA Sports Festival is officially over. The students then all leave, and the next day Azuku arrives at school, and Aizawa reveals that they will begin internships. Okay, listen up. Great job yesterday, but back to business. You all will be given offers to attend an internship, so I will pass out papers of all those. Aizawa begins handing out all the papers and then tells the class that they must choose who they will go intern with by the end of the day. The normal day concludes and Azuku and Luna talk about where they want to go, and Luna says that she will go with Mirko. That's a great choice. I have her too, but I kinda want to go with Gang Orca. Luna agrees and says that a top hero like him will definitely be able to teach him a lot. Azuku, obviously agrees with what Luna just said, and they head home for the day. The next day, everyone meets up and waits for their train. If anything happens, let me know. Just be safe, okay? Luna thanks him, but teases him for being so worried all the time. They both leave, and Azuku heads to Gang Orca's agency. When Azuku arrives, he is actually greeted by Gang Orca himself. Midoriya, welcome. I'm glad you came to my agency, and I'm super excited to be working with you. Thank you, Gang Orca. That means a lot. Gang Orca brings him in and shows him around, and tells him that for the first day they will be doing some training, and the rest will involve just patrolling. Azuku says that it sounds good to him, and asks when the training begins. He tells him right now, and they both head outside, and there's a large area awaiting for them. Let's see what you got, Midoriya. Do not hold back at all. Azuku nods and begins to transform. But he doesn't just turn into his wolf form. He turns into his apex predator wolf form. But since he was not emotionally provoked, he can control this form pretty well. Azuku charges at Gang Orca, kicking him to the ground. But while on the ground, Gang Orca grabs Azuku's snout and flips him on his back. He gets back up and Azuku begins to howl. It seems like you're getting a little fired up. Azuku then speaks. Not fired up, just getting serious. Gang Orca then realizes that tons of red shadow wolves begin to appear around him. They all attack Gang Orca and he's able to fend them all off, eventually landing a sonic blast on Azuku. This staggers him back, but he still is ready to continue, but Gang Orca says that that's enough. Good job, Midoriya. Now let's bring you in. I want to show you some of the agency's villain takedown policies and protocols and strategies. For the rest of the day, Azuku studies up and learns new things, and the second day came around, and they finally started a patrol. You see, you won't find much out here at this time, but interacting with the people out here is just as important. As King Orca says this, 3 girls walk up and begin freaking out, saying that they are such big fans. Gang Orca is about to thank them, but then they all hug Azuku and take pictures with him and say that his performance at the sports festival was awesome, and they thank them and leave. Azuku kind of laughs at this, saying that his transformed state is what most people are afraid of, but luckily the small wolf ears kind of help him out with the people being more comfortable around him. Gang Orca actually agrees and tells Azuku that he does seem very likable. Thanks, I appreciate that. The patrol continues until they hear screams in the distance. Gang Orca is actually pretty surprised by this, but he tells Azuku just to help evacuate everyone just in case. Azuku runs around picking up people and getting them out of harm's way, and is forced to turn into his werewolf form and basically help more people at greater speeds. Until he saw rubble about to fall on a little child, and he runs over covering the child, getting pelted himself by the rocks. Ah, a monster! The kid runs away, and Azuku just sighs and continues evacuating the people. He finishes and looks over and sees that Gang Orca is actually facing down a Nomu. Gang Orca seems to be getting pushed back and also is struggling, but Azuku refuses to just watch. A loud howl could be heard from behind Gang Orca, and he slightly turns to see Azuku in his alpha wolf state. Red shadow wolves begin appearing, but Azuku howls once again, and they grow slightly in size. Azuku's eyes grow red, and his voice goes way deeper than ever before.
Now you die.
Wolves swarm the Nomu, and Gang Orca follows it up as well. With a combined effort, they defeat the Nomu with nothing left. Gang Orca turns. I thought you weren't holding back when we were fighting, kid. Azuku transforms back into his normal state. Yeah, I thought I wasn't either. After saying this, he passes out and Gang Orca takes him back to the agency. Azuku's out for a while, for about a day and a half. But when he wakes up, he hears something very unsettling. Yeah, kid, we are sending you back to UA. Something happened to one of the students. Azuku is shocked, but leaves at the request of Gang Orca, and the next day when they have class, Aizawa explains. I know most of you are wondering why the internships were cut short, but unfortunately one of your classmates was killed by the hero killer. The class just listens and frankly has no clue what to say. Aizawa tells them that this is the time for them all to step up, for them all to show what they truly have. Yes, this may be a sad time, but moping is not what Ida would have wanted. Now it's time for all of you to be proper pro heroes. I've decided to cancel your exams, but we'll be doing a different type of training. They all ask what he means by that. You all will be going to a secluded island, and this will be your test. You will run an agency on your own, and your success determines if you will stay in UA. I've decided that I've been too lenient, and there is a lot more for you all to learn. Everyone agrees and says that they are ready for the challenge. Good. Now let's see what type of heroes you are. Class 1A. And that is a wrap for What If Deku Had a Wolf Quirk Part 3. Just so y'all know, I believe tomorrow's upload, what's tomorrow? I think tomorrow's Wednesday or Thursday, one of those days. Tomorrow's upload will be a brand new What If. As y'all know, when I finish a What If, I kind of like having two going on side by side. But so this would be at part 3. I'll start the new What If. I'll probably do one part of that and then one part of this again, and then I kind of try to switch back and forth. But if I feel like, oh, I want to just finish this, then sometimes I do that. But yeah, so a new series will be coming out, or the start of one. So be on the lookout for that as well. And I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, sub, comment down below, all that good stuff. And have an amazing day. Later.